What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Think Tank Thursdays. I am your host, Zachary Yachts. And guys, today, let's skip all the bullshit. I'm just going to get down to the nitty-gritty of kind of what's going on in today's society. And I know you guys have all seen the video of George Floyd. I know there's a lot of people right now in Minneapolis who are protesting, destroying things, that are burning things down. I feel your pain, brother. Sister, I feel you. I feel it. You guys have been having to deal with this racist shit for far too long. You know, I was born and raised in probably one of the most racist towns in Tennessee. It's called White Bluff, for God's sakes. And it was something that I seen firsthand growing up as a kid playing Pop Warner football. You know, we didn't play with the kids that were in our area. We drove to East Nashville and played with the big boys. And the one thing that I can say from, growing up in this environment, being able to see these different aspects of these different cultures and these different people, guys, we all have a piece of God, this divine energy, Ra, Buddha, Allah, Jesus, whatever you want to call it. It flows through us. I said this before, there's a reason why we can relate on such an intimate level. But there's always going to be those people that lack the ability to know and understand what is morally right and what is morally wrong. And I think at times we can lose the track of that of ourselves. We don't know in the next 40 seconds if our life is going to be taken away. And I try to put myself in those people's shoes, those people who are revolting right now, those people who are protesting right now. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, okay, well, who do you call when the person that committed the murder is the law? That's a very, very difficult, different standpoint to be at. And it's hard. It's something that we've been going through since the Civil War. When they abolished slavery back then, slavery didn't really end. It continued and continued, and it's still alive today. Now, Will Smith actually said in a quote that I read that slavery has always lived, it's just now finally being filmed. So it's actually being brought to light. We have all these different things that are going on. Don't allow the government or whoever's doing this to turn you from your perspective of what you believe is morally right or wrong. I know there's a lot of people out there that they're probably like, fuck white people. And there's probably a lot of white people that are like, fuck black people. And then, everybody else is kind of in between. Let's smash that shit. We're all one. We should all be able to be one. God says in the Bible, I created you from my image. He doesn't say I created the blacks from some other image. I created the whites from a different image, the Japanese, the Chinese, all these people. He never said that he created them from a different frame, from a different mold. He never said those things. So how the hell are you going to tell me that what's going on is right? Now, flip side as well. I know there's a lot of people out there hurting, guys. But I know a lot of policemen and first responders that have personally saved lives. People that have given time and time again. People that have been paralyzed. People that have been died to really give back to what they believe is right. So I'm asking you, I know it's hard. Try not to judge the many based upon the actions of the few. Because there is a lot of good out there, guys. There is. And I know that being predominantly black and being predominantly, a different culture, it does put you susceptible. People can tell you all day long that no, it doesn't, but yes, it does. I've seen it firsthand. I've been best friends with black people my entire life. Like, I've brought people home to, like I said, White Bluff, Tennessee, and people are like, oh, wow, you have a lot of faith. I'm like, I pick good people, and I have faith in people, not based upon the color of the skin. It's what's underneath that counts. So that's kind of my little tangent, guys. Remember, we're the developers of our own opportunities reinforcing success. And I want you to know that if you're out there, if you're hurting, look up. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And ask God, what can you do to serve? and I promise you'll have the answers that you need.